Russell Brand faces new accusations. Woman claims exposed himself, laughed about it. Brand, 48, has denied previous sexual misconduct claims after 4 women accused him of rape. Another woman has come forward accusing actor and comedian Russell Brand of sexual misconduct. She claims he exposed himself to her and then laughed about it shortly after. According to BBC, the woman says the encounter occurred in 2008, when she was working in the same building as Brand. She said the interaction left her stunned. Afterward, Brand allegedly was recorded laughing with his co-host, Matt Morgan, who said Brand had showed his willy to a lady. Morgan told BBC he was not aware until now of the nature of this encounter. Brand took to X, formerly known as Twitter, on Friday to thank his fans for their support. "Obviously it's been an extraordinary and distressing week, and I thank you very much for your support and questioning the information you've been presented with," he said. The BBC said in a statement to Fox News Digital that they were sorry to hear the allegations and that they would investigate them as part of a review of Brand's time with the broadcasting network. "We're very sorry to hear of these allegations and we will look into them. We are conducting a review to look at allegations of this nature, and if the woman who has shared her story is willing to speak to us, we would be very keen to hear from her and anyone else who may have information," a BBC spokesperson said. "A key part of the review is to understand what complaints were made at the time, if there was knowledge of Russell Brand's conduct while he worked on BBC Radio, and what was done as a result. We will of course speak to the Bureau team and anyone who was working there in 2008 as part of this," the statement continued. Further, the Director General has been very clear that some broadcasts from that period were, and are, inexcusable and totally unacceptable, and would never be aired today. According to the BBC, the anonymous accuser spoke out about the disturbing incident. She said she answered the door to Brand and his team, who were there to pre-record an episode of The Russell Brand Show for Radio 2 at the BBC studios in Los Angeles. The accuser said she had been squatting to search for an item in a cabinet, and recalled that she had felt someone behind her. She turned around to allegedly face a man's crotch. "I was startled and got up. I realized it was the man that I'd let in, Russell." During the BBC interview, she recalled Brand saying, "Oh, I think you're a bit alright. I think you're a bit of alright." The accuser claimed Brand told her he was going to call her Betty. When she corrected him and said that wasn't her name, he allegedly replied, "Well, I'm going to fuck you. And I said, no, you're not." She then said Brand allegedly pulled out his penis on his hand and pretty much served it to me as you would be serving someone some food. The woman claimed that the door to the bathroom was closed, and she felt trapped. "There was a bit of banter going on, because I didn't know what to do." Olivia said that Brand then put his penis back in his pants, and she heard someone banging on the door. She said someone from his team called for him, at which point Brand left. According to BBC, the accuser said she returned to her desk in shock over what had occurred, and she texted an employee in the office about it. He told her that he knew what had happened, because Brand was allegedly discussing the incident in the studio. Reps for Brand and Morgan did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital's requests for comment. After the alleged incident occurred, the BBC said it raises serious questions for the BBC about how that part of the show, which was pre-recorded, was allowed to be broadcast days later. The new accuser expressed her sentiments toward the situation. "I feel ashamed, but more so I wonder had something been done, perhaps there would have been fewer women he would have done horrible things to, which we're reading about in the papers now." BBC management was informed about the incident in 2019, but no formal action was taken, according to the media outlet. The new accuser never filed a formal complaint. 4 other women have alleged that Brand sexually assaulted them between 2006 and 2013. According to the Sunday Times, the accusers, who have not been named, include one who says she had been sexually assaulted during a relationship with Brand when she was 16. Another woman alleges that Brand raped her in Los Angeles in 2012. Brand, 48, has denied the claims, saying in a video statement shared on social media that his relationships were always consensual.